Yeah, well, this is the proper airport here. It's an airstrip and it's pretty long, I must say. No one is around here, just a few houses. And yeah, we're having a nice walk. It's a private owned island here, and it's supposed to belong to a German gentleman who was in a road construction business, I think. That's why it has a lot of nice roads on the island. And it's not that big. It's maybe the size of Amrum, probably.
Everybody knows Amrum, huh?
A little bit less, maybe. So it's bigger than the Hallig, but I think it's a little bit smaller than Amrum.
This is like an alarm.
And they're kind of a cricket.
Yeah, this is the one who eats the boat. So.
Yeah, and it's a termite. Looks more like a mini wasp or mini bee.
Das habe ich schon gesehen. Hier. Oh, there are ticks here.
And there was not only one tick, but seemingly an island ruled by ticks. Dave later found around 10 dug into its skin, Ilya 5. Just got attacked by bees. Ilya was bitten.
Ilya, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm alright. Wait a second.
At an elevation at the shore side, we found a little wooden house where we made a short rest recovering from the bee attack. The aggressive beasts had stung Melanie badly below the eye and in her arm. Dave was stung on his back head, and Ilya hadn't even noticed he had lost one of his glasses when speeding like a shot hog through the bushes until Dave asked him whether that was special German style. Luckily, we found it again later on our way back to the boat, still watching out for the killer bees.
It's not.
I didn't go to one.
Yeah, I think 2 stars here, 1. We didn't get into fly for that week. And this is where we saw the crash.
So this is apparently the place where the owner lives. Wants to get away from everybody. Everything in me here. Light bulb, batteries, solar power, some water, a bed, and the bathroom.
mustn't be too smart, I got the cliff.
Hühnchen? Hühnchen und Sushi ist heute, ne?
We were invited over for sushi dinner, as Jan had caught a big tuna on the way to the Islas Perlas. So we went for a quick snorkel, Ilya searching for lobster to contribute. I just wanted to check out the underwater reef near our anchorage. I must say I was a scaredy cat this time, and didn't want to go anywhere alone, knowing that crocodiles had declared some of the Pearl Islands as their territory, and shark viewings had also been reported of other sailors. The water also had the perfect murky color they like to live and hide in. Good Jan only told me later that he had seen a shark at the reef we had been swimming at. I would still have to get used to these fellows, as the Atlantic had been pretty shark-free so far.
Bye-bye, Robinson Crusoe Island.
So we're still in Las Perlas Islands, and we are heading now to Isla
Pedro Gonzalez, Ilya.
Isla Pedro Gonzalez. It's about 13 miles from here. Hopefully there will be mobile phone signal. So this is what we are looking for, because we have still to subscribe on the Predict Wind app before the Pacific crossing. And then we're gonna wait there maybe 2 more days, enjoy the island, and then we're heading direction of Marquesas.
How many miles, Ilya?
About 4,000 miles.
Longest sail distance ever, huh?
Longest sail distance ever, so there's a little bit of wind today, so let's put up some sails, huh?
So we're gonna deliver something to Thomas, living on Moira, Swiss guy that ordered some stuff over Amazon, and yeah, it didn't arrive early, so now we've brought the stuff to him.
I think it is because of the rails at the side.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
Mal hier, Ilya.
So we're here in Pedro Gonzalez and trying to find some last groceries for our Pacific crossing. So might check out if we can get some fresh tomatoes here or something else, and yeah, just have a look.
Be the one towards the bottom, isn't it? That's where it usually falls to now. We're in garbage, but I was trying to have a second plastic. Yeah.
Here the village of Pedro Gonzalez, and there are mango trees everywhere but nothing else around here, and there's a lot of rubbish here everywhere. So I can't understand if people there just sitting around here and doing nothing. Why did they just collect all the trash and put it in one place? I mean, even if they burn it, it would be still not good, but alright.
There seemed to have been some effort looking at the recycling signs put up in the village to separate and collect rubbish in one place. But as you saw, the rubbish bins were overfull, and we guess it is just burned to get rid of it, as there is no boat to pick this up to bring it to the mainland to recycle. To us, it just seemed very awkward seeing floors clean enough to eat from, but outside's motto was just something like out of sight, out of mind, even in the gardens where fresh vegetables were grown. Unfortunately, we did not find any fresh veggies, but what we took with us were 12 eggs of some chicken and running around in this little village. The shells that I found on the beach, nobody really cared for them. And I really
what are you gonna do?
find them quite pretty. It still hasn't stopped raining.
How do you feel about game night tonight?
Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about our cruising plans. This is the situation in July. The pressure systems and also the wind pressure systems that you can see worldwide. Right now we are just a little bit below the intertropical convergence zone. It's a zone that is known also as the doldrum zone, an area where there are no winds that are useful for sailors, as the winds they just go vertically. Here's an overview in German, but it's very useful anyways. Here we have the equator. The doldrums is an area where the water temperature gets very warm, so water particles move up, they evaporate, form huge clouds, so the air movement is rather upwards, which doesn't do the sailors any aid. And the winds then part northward and southwards and go down at the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, to then flow back from the high pressure to the low pressure system in the area of the intertropical convergence zone. Those are the so-called trade winds here that you can see, and they are the ones that we used to cross the Atlantic Ocean with. So you can see very clearly that the high pressure system in July is the one that you can see here moving counterclockwise, is the one that you can find over here. Here's the area of the doldrums, the upward movement of the wind, and this area is an area that we will have to cross if we want to go to French Polynesia. I can move my mouse here and you can see there's 3 kilometers per hour of wind in this dark blue zone. If we zoom into Panama, here we are. You can see that this zone actually it extends into Panama, so we will have an area where we will probably have to motor a bit to get out of it. And then we have winds against us, which is not very nice for the start, but yeah. Here we have Galapagos Islands, and we will have to see what kind of tactics we will do for sailing to getting out into the Pacific.
So what we're gonna do, our tactic is it depends all what is the wind like in this area. So we rather go south directly against the wind as far south as we can, and then change our course to west to French Polynesia. Or if the situation is like this at the moment, we go up a little bit north past the Galapagos Islands on the north side and then change the course to southwest. So once we get to the Marquesas Islands, hopefully in July, We're gonna try to go south to Pitcairn and maybe Easter Island. So that would be totally against the wind, but it's not that far. And then if we look at the situation in the South Pacific in November, or let's start with October. So this is how the situations look like in October. This high pressure system is pretty stable at the time of the year. So we're gonna, and it goes anti-clockwise. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use the backside of the high pressure system, go south and go with the winds to the coast of Chile. This high pressure system moves a little bit from north to south a little bit. So if we're lucky and it's far enough north that we can reach Valdivia.
So this is November, huh? Yeah.
This is how the situation looks in November. And this is December. So if you look at the wind chart, the predicted wind is like 38% plus maybe another 30%. So it's over 60% wind prediction from the northwest to southwest. So we should be alright to reach the coast of Chile. And if you look down here, this is all westerly, so there are most of the time are westerly winds. Here in the middle you see the prediction for force 7 before winds and higher. So the prediction is down here at the summertime, like 1 day in 30 days. So we should be alright. I mean, it's still pretty rough down there. This would be the roughest passage we will do so far.
So it would be really nice if this all worked out. At the moment, Chile's coasts or borders are still closed for cruisers until the 30th of September. So it is a bit of a poker game going into French Polynesia, hoping that it will open, because otherwise we only have Australia to go, and Hawaii could be an option, but there you have the visa issue again. So it looks like we're gonna leave for the Marquesas on Friday. You can see the significant differences of the wave period between the Atlantic and the Pacific. So the seconds are much longer. The red area indicates that we will have, as I read here, 14 seconds between the waves. If you look at the Atlantic Ocean, it's around 6, some 4. So it's really choppy seas over there. So it looks like it's a good day for starting to French Polynesia.
Great to have you on board again, everyone, exploring Isla San Jose and the main village of Isla Pedro Gonzalez with us. Join us on our next upcoming episode with 4,000 nautical miles to sail to the Marquesas Islands, almost halfway around the world from our home. Don't forget to subscribe on our channel and have a look on our Patreon page to support us sharing more of our adventures with you.